Today's topic is Gobar-Dhan. So, you know what is Gobar? Cattle waste, cow dung, and all that. So, how do you convert that into a renewable resource? That's the whole idea. So, this initiative has been started and it is a multi ministerial effort. So, it started in like Jan 2023. Its aim is to convert natural waste into a natural resource. That is the whole idea behind it. It's more like a circular economy where the whole of the government should be involved into this process. Suddenly in the year 2023-24 we have already about 100 and close to 200 plants which convert this source into a renewable resource, and around 180 biogas plants have also been installed, and around 500 are still in construction mode. So it's a big initiative which where all the ministries must be involved. So what is the key developments in this? First, the most important thing is this uh, compressed biogas trading is one of the key factors which are there. It enhances the opportunities to increase more CBG power plants. Then, to avoid double taxation, there is a tax exemption on it. So what they are trying to do is CNG uh, should be mixed with CBG, and when they're using all these gases, they can avoid double taxation. That's the idea. And apart from that, they're also looking into fertilizer control and other amendments like something called fermented organic manure and fermented organic manure and liquid fermented organic manure. So both of them are trying to be utilized. So this is the main idea. And there's a lot of research which is being pushed into by a lot of funding. Why this is very important is the government has sanctioned close to 10,000 crores on this project. So it's not a joke. 10,000 crores is a huge amount. So just imagine 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, what would be the situation? It is very good for farmers, very good for agriculturists, very good for the agricultural industry per se. Very important for the Indian economy because we are like the rice ball of the country. So therefore, the whole world. So it is very important. Next, there's a scheme called MDA scheme, which is called Market Development Assistant, where after the produce is done, sale and marketing, for that there is a separate department where the government will help all the farmers to sell their product for a better profit. And then, as I told you, the carbon biogas, compressed biogas, as well as CNG, both are being combined together to have a better resource or fuel mechanism. Then they're also looking into biofuel blending materials. About 5% of CBG must be blended into it. And they're also looking into a unified registration portal where to utilize that, you can directly get into the portal and get the work done. So that's the whole idea. So what are the different prospects of this scheme? Uh, Majorly, it is looking into potential waste management. So waste which has been just left, they want to procure it and then utilize it for generation of renewable resources. And this will be aligned to the Swachh Bharat scheme also. Uh, the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin scheme, where which will give us a huge push up, close to about 15 lakh jobs into this scheme. And there, why recently in Surat there was also something called a Gobar Bank. So where it innovative approaches where you can finally get cheap cooking gases, and it is very useful for your organic farming also. And what are the other ways you can improve this scheme is a huge amount of public-private partnership and a lot of investment from the private sector. And more importantly, all these resources should be pushed and implemented at panchayat as well as village levels to make sure that it is implemented at that ground level. And apart from that, of course, end of the day, after all these things also, you need a very good strategic policy management to make sure that it's implemented for at least about 30-40 years. See, we are so dependent that the other countries should start depending on us. So that is the whole idea. This is a very, very important scheme. So therefore, it will be very, very useful for your prelims as well as for your mains. So keep this in mind. So let's look at what is all this major points which are useful for your prelims as well as mains. So just look, there are about 6 to 7 points which are important. If you know them, that is sufficient for your exam. So Gobar initiative, what is this? Please look here. It's galvanizing organic bioagro resources, Gobar-Dhan. Dhan means money, and it's a multi-ministerial thing, and all the biodegradable and organic waste materials into valuable resources. So that is the whole idea. So useful for your prelims. The next scheme, what it does is agriculture residues into biogas, compressed biogas, and organic manure. So 2023 budget 10,000 crores, 500 waste to wealth. Please remember this, waste to wealth. They will ask you a question. Waste to wealth is related to what initiative or scheme? Such kind of questions can come. Totally 198 plants, 12 TBG and 186 biogas plants have been already installed. Next, expansion of CBG trading. As I said, trading into the list of activities for trading carbon credits. So that's the highlight point. And tax exemption is very important to avoid double taxation. Research initiatives must be done and market development assistance, MDA scheme, as I told you. Moving on, it's a CBDG synchronization scheme accepted for so many years, and biofuel blending mandate, 5% CBG. And what is the prospects of Gobar-Dhan? It included into the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. What it does is it tries to create wealth and energy from cattle, organic waste potentially, and finally so many million jobs, close to 1.5 million jobs is a prospect for it. And then what are the suggestions? Private public partnership, panchayat level it must sink in, and strategic policy interventions. If you know all these points, I think that is more than sufficient.